doom 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 doom
Spent the last year Rocky Mountain Way. Couldn't get much higher.
I lost it.
Ruined it.
Drums are hard.
Drums are
hard. Man, I'm glad we started that way. So that song plays...
The Rocky Mountain Way?
It plays in the store a lot. And I find myself when it comes on being like, I really need to give Joe Walsh a good spin, like a good solid spin. Because I dig what I've heard. I mean,
Dude.
ILBTs, obvious classic.
The classic of all classics. Are you familiar with the song ILBTs by Joe Walsh? It was a deep cut.
Was it a deep cut? See, okay, when I was growing up, my grandpa, I remember being in like we had this Ford Explorer that was like, it was the tan car, but it was a Ford Explorer. And dude, it was classic rock 100% of the time. It was that song, you know, it was Rocky Mountain Way. That's the one that gets on every classic rocks station. So I don't know if I've heard any deep cuts.
We'll drop it right now.
You see him on the street, left and right. I like big tits. That's right. I try to look away, but I can't resist. Every time I try to call it quits, here comes some tits.
Like I said, classic.
Right.
You heard it.
I did.
Did you feel it?
I felt it.
This day and age, though, that song came out today. Joe Walsh would be hit with so many lawsuits.
Fuck it. Great song.
Great song.
I am unapologetic for Joe Walsh's love for breasts.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He likes them big.
He likes them big. And who doesn't?
I mean
anyways, so that's a great introduction. We got our friend Dylan.
What's up, guys?
In the house tonight.
Yep.
And returning to the show.
Yeah.
D.
And we're going to get right to the show, speaking of.
Sweet.
Episode 81. But first, a hint of business.
Boyspodcast.com is a hub of all things boys, with links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Boyspodcast.com.
Well, that was like some Foley work I heard. That was like a little...
I think that was my tummy rumble.
I thought it was mine.
Full of cum. Boys Podcast is available on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Rate, review, subscribe.
You can email us at boys@boyspodcast.com. Give us a little feedback. Just a word. Just email us. Email us a single word, and then put your physical address at the bottom of that email. We'll send you out some free stickies. Hey, also, hold on. Add to that, stick them up, gram it, tag it.
I've seen some, you know what, speaking of, I've seen some really nice shout outs lately. Reposted the Mr. Chris Van Dyne wearing the classic, the future classic boys sweatshirt. I'm wearing it right now.
Become original.
You can get yours too. Hit us up via that email, via social media. We'll get you on. It's a fundraiser for the show. They're $25. Warm, comfy, beautiful. Ready to wear.
Side note, when I was a kid, I didn't know that fundraiser meant raising funds. I thought it was a fundraiser for raising fun.
Naturally.
Did you think that too?
No kid has ever not thought that. Really? You didn't?
Never.
You just thought it was money.
I was never a kid. Always been a dad.
Genetic. Just showing up to school in pleated khakis.
Young Sheldon, they totally ripped me off, but it was just like young Frank or like young Carl.
Did you have a different name?
Yes, I legally changed my name to Robbie because I thought it sounded like a boy.
Yeah.
So you sound young.
I grew up a dad. Oh, boy. Thank you to our sponsors, Anthem Brewing.
I wish I could reverse open my beer.
You know, I know, but you know what? It's a great beer for when you like tits.
I feel like it's probably...
Man tits, women tits, the breasts of a suckling animal.
Wow.
Anthem Brewing. It'll give you man tits.
Excellent. Also, Fat Bison, fatbison.com, maker of high-quality wooden signs. Get your order in now. Maybe you can get it in time for Christmas. Check out his wares at fatbison.com.
OKC Comedy.com. Need I say more? Yes. Laugh, 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 laugh.
The song you're referencing there, I fucking hate.
I hate it too.
You want to talk about some misogynistic bullshit?
Yeah.
It's like get the girl drunk and her panties hit the floor. You have...
Blame it on the goose.
They play that in stores where children shop.
No.
What the fuck?
I have seen kids in stores today. I was at Target and...
Hanging...
Shot.
They better be talking Polaroids.
Yeah. Whoa, that's another.
Well, not that kind.
Oh, not the good kind of Polaroid. You know, the kind
the one that you take for nice things, like
for non-incriminating shit.
Okay, listen. I've taken a few roids lately.
Wow.
And when have you taken a Polaroid that wasn't incriminating?
Like all of the ones I've ever taken.
Okay, I have
are not incriminating.
Are not incriminating.
Most of
I don't
mine.
take weird pictures.
You don't take lewd pics of your junk and
I had
genitals?
a Polaroid obsession when I was a kid. I had a bunch of Polaroid cameras, and that's what I took. Kids would take like their little 35 millimeters out and take pictures of each other and stuff. I would bring this clunky box of a camera and.
Was it the old school with the flip
The
up
flip top.
light?
Oh, yeah.
Those were tight.
So dope.
Yeah. So I have a whole photo album just filled with. I mean, that's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why they went out of business or whatever, had to refinance.
Well, now they're back.
Or...
There's a company that remakes the film now.
Polaroid, back and blurrier than ever.
Yeah.
Always washed out. Cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
But dude, Polaroids to me, always. No matter if you're taking a picture on your vacation or of a friend, or you're taking it to a party, hey, it's fun, I have a Polaroid. Don't they always look kind of smutty?
Yeah, they look real smutty. Or like if you accidentally just barely touch the back while it's processing, you'll get that red wherever your fucking finger was.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like regardless of what you took a picture of in a Polaroid, if somebody finds that picture like 10 years from now, they'll think that you killed somebody and then took a picture of that tree. Like, and they're like buried under the tree. I don't know. You're right. All Polaroids look super creepy. Like,
or you're like casing a person. Like even if you take a picture of a person, like you and a person together, oh, he's probably murdered that kid.
Yeah, that person's probably dead.
The best part of a Polaroid is shaking it. Just pre-Outcast.
Well, you're not supposed to
pre-Andre
shake
3000.
it. You're supposed to lean it up against something and let it naturally process. Because when you shake it, you're fucking with it.
But before the song, when you were a kid,
oh, I shook it.
walking around the playground with your bulky camera, did you not shake it every time?
Every time. Well, I didn't have anywhere to lean it. I'm on the playground. I'm taking pictures of my friends.
There was a swing set right there.
Yeah, then fucking Billy Atkins is going to steal it and run around yelling, blah, 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 blah.
And shaking it. He's probably going to shake
He's
it.
going to shake it and ruin the exposure, Billy Atkins. Once you get on fucking Keith Spungler's go-kart.
Spengler. Let's not get it twisted. But speaking of OKC Comedy, they're dope people over there. I'm going to keep saying dope. Hey, fellow kids, dope.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've been saying dope too much.
I say it a lot. It's those millennials. OKCComedy.com, full of millennials, full of chuckles.
Is that almost like, that almost was a Beatles. Full of millennials. Full of millennials.
Head down to OKC Comedy and get yourself some laughs.
That's really good.
That was a really good
Thank
one.
you. Speaking of, we started with a little Joe Walsh. You did a pretty good Joe Walsh.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to have to have a Walsh off.
A Walsh off? Well, I only know one Joel Walsh song.
Who?
Walsh.
Who?
Joey Wash.
Joel Wash.
He's the cleaner. He doesn't talk about boobs as much.
No, he just likes big dicks.
Can I jump in and do the Walsh from America's Most Wanted? What was his name?
Adam Walsh?
The host of America's Most Wanted. His son got
John
kidnapped.
Walsh.
John Walsh.
Yeah.
I'm going to find these beeholes. Lastly, thank you for the donations.
Wow, you know what? Can we just quit the show now?
Yeah, that was a brilliant segue. I'm really good. I'm real good at this.
He's like, I'm going to find those booger heads and bring them to justice.
Bring him to because he wouldn't curse. He got real angry.
Yeah.
We're going to catch these guys because I couldn't catch the guys who got my son.
That's true.
Full disclosure here. When I was a kid and I watched America's Most Wanted, sometimes I rooted for the bad guys.
Yeah.
Or cops.
They're not going to find. Oh, don't find them. Don't find them.
Yeah.
It's like, looking back, Other than his son being murdered.
Right.
You stepped on my joke with the crossfade. I'm going to crossfade that out. Speaking of that, like looking back on that, maybe some of that stuff wasn't so bad, given the recent allegations, the world we live in, our president, all of that mixed up in a bowl of sadness. Do you think everything on Cops was really that bad?
No. Like the crimes?
Yeah.
Well, they're not on Cops. They're not showing like awful shit.
No,
it's like a traffic violation, and then they open up this beat up truck, and it's like a dude in whitey tighties who's drunk as fuck, and he just runs down the street. Like that's not bad.
And then they search the car, and I was like, oh, 4 hypodermic needles and a bag of smack.
Yeah.
Always find that little bag of weed.
Yeah.
You know,
there's always weed. No, they find the perfect amount of just enough to put him down.
Yeah. And I don't think anybody that's ever been on Cops has owned a Ziploc bag. It's always that twisted up guy with the knot, and then like clipped right above the knot. So it's like a mulable little sack of weed.
You can shove it in an orifice, swallow it if need be.
Not and get caught with it.
That's true.
And also also say that you forgot it was there or that it wasn't yours. It's never theirs.
This isn't my car. This is my cousin's car.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, these aren't my pants. These aren't mine. When have you ever worn another grown man's pants?
You don't.
When have you worn another man's pants?
Is it like a Donovan? What was that? Monkeys?
That could have been the Monkeys. But thank you. Thank you for sticking around this 15 minutes of mess. And also thank you for your donations, your tweets, your comments. It's amazing. It's glorious. The downloads just keep coming. And I love it.
Are you going to cry?
Is that Brian Clinton?
That's Brian Clinton, stepbrother of Bill Clinton.
Raised in the same bedroom. I don't even know what this one is, but let's get to the show before everybody turns it off. Boys, episode 81 right now. Hi, Josh.
Hi. That was a deep breath.
Hi, Dylan.
Hey, what's up?
Hard dicks and helicopters. That's what my dad used to say to me when I was a kid.
Hard dicks and helicopters?
Yeah. And you wonder why I'm fucked up.
Yeah, that's
the retort I got to, good morning, Dad, what's up?
Hard dicks and helicopters. And you had to go, what does he mean by that?
What is a helicopter?
A helicopter's up in the sky. And I get it now as an adult, but it's like the tulips on an organ thing I told that my grandpa said. What's better than roses on a piano, tulips on an organ? It's a dick sucking joke. Your dad is talking about hard dicks are up because they're hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Helicopters are up because helicopters are in the sky.
Pointing right towards the sky.
Yeah.
Except, Dad, how about when the helicopter isn't flying? It's on the ground. You're an idiot.
Face, Dad.
Faced you, Dad.
How you doing, Josh? How's your week, man?
My week's been good. It's that retail, man. Like couple days off, couple days on.
That crunch. Are y'all feeling the crunch yet?
No, but we're getting there. I mean, tomorrow's gonna be fucking nuts.
What about? And I'm guessing you're on for Black Friday.
Black Friday's gonna be nuts.
Oh boy, I was thinking about that the other day.
This weekend's gonna be nuts.
I was like, man, Black Friday. Yikes, scary.
But the beauty of it is, Penn Square Mall folks at Simon Enterprises decided it's not lucrative enough to stay open 24 hours anymore. So they open the mall from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. and then they close. Instead of being open 24/7.
Good.
Yeah. Which means we don't open until 9
p.m.?
Yeah.
On Wednesday?
On Black Friday.
Oh, on Friday.
Thursday,
okay,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about Wednesday.
Thursday. And then I work till 2 a.m. because we close and I have to do closing shit.
Whew.
Then I'm back at it the next day at 1 p.m.
How are you enjoying it?
It's good. It's different.
Yeah.
It's definitely a change of pace.
The best thing about the holiday season at the mall is the people watching.
Love it.
Everybody comes out of the woodwork. Sometimes, for some people, it's the only time of year you go to the mall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Or
them
out of
sales.
your house. Some of those people, it's like, have you seen the sun in the year?
Well, it's that. You gotta take it to multiple things here. Yeah, it's the only time they come out. And you would say, well, just buy your stuff online. Nay, these are the people that can't get internet. These are the dial-up AOL folks who are going to travel into the city, got to get some Christmas gifts, and then we're going to go right on back to whatever podunk town we're from.
Yeah.
I'm going to put these underneath the tree.
And you're going to throw out your old ones. Like, I get a new pair of house shoes, just going to throw out those old ones. They're not so bad.
You'll keep them. It'll be your lawn mowing house shoe. What?
Your lawn mowing house shoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that last thing.
So we were at a pizza buffet the other day.
Oh, which one did you? Was it Mizio's? Sissy's?
Hit the old Mazzios.
Yeah.
And are you caught up with the new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No.
Okay, well, you need to do that because it's brilliant, and I know you'd appreciate it. There was something that reminded me of the newest episode, and no spoilers, but so there's a mom at the pizza buffet, and her son
In real life.
at Mazzios.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's her. She's probably mid 30s, early 40s, probably mid 30s. Had a son. He was probably, I don't know, what would you say, Dylan? Probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah, old enough to suck.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
What?
He was
Old
like
enough to
7.
be an asshole.
He was like 7.
He's probably 6 or 7.
That's
yeah.
the asshole age.
Oh yeah. So she's getting a salad on that end of the buffet. And I love to people watch. So I'm like slowly getting my pizza and just watching this unfold. The kid is going from container to container, just like flipping the stuff out of the containers like he's flipping a pancake and just making a mess, being a total dick. And I'm just loving like that to me is like watching the world burn.
Is the mom doing that like or is she going like, Billy, God damn it.
It wasn't even either of those.
No.
It was the best one.
Avoidant?
Oh, no. No.
What happened?
She was, the look on her face was utter, pure defeat.
She lost.
She lost the battle.
Mm-hmm.
So here's this like fat little kid just hamming it up in the salad area with ham, oddly enough.
Yeah. Diced ham.
Yeah, with the cold diced ham. And he's like swirling around all the dressing and he's like ladling it out. When you're a kid and you like ladle something out and like drip it back down, you're checking the
real sanitary. Yeah.
Checking the viscosity of the Thousand Island dressing.
He was just checking. He was just making sure it was good.
Just with his little booger hands on all the spoons. His little ass hands.
He just ran out. Like he ran out of the like little shitty arcade and no doubt had like put his hands on everything that all the other shitty kids put their hands all over. And then he ran over and just like
transferring shitty kid.
Yeah.
Well,
dude.
That's what differentiates like the good kid from the shitty kid.
Yeah.
The good kid is well behaved and you go out in public, there are consequences for acting like a shit.
Mm-hmm. You get your ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess. Like, can we say that anymore?
I think you can say it. You just can't do it.
Okay. Yes, you can torment your children and threaten them,
But you can't physically do it.
up and to including death.
Right.
But you cannot lay a hand.
No.
So he's ladling, and he's like, "Mom, what's this?"
The fat Mom.
Yeah.
Is it? Wait, what is it?
It's like your Cartman or your whatever, and he's like, "Hey, Mom, what's this?" Like. And she looked over at him, and I'm gonna recreate it here. Now you're not gonna get the visual unless you're here in the room with us. She just looks and she goes, "I don't know," like completely.
Just I'm not even gonna entertain you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She like that like huff out, the breathe out was like that was the last of the love she had for that kid.
Yeah.
Just poured
It's all
out
gone.
like that spoon.
Just like this, just ladling out the love.
Yeah.
Now I felt bad for the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, dude, that must suck.
Mm.
Like, I'm not saying that going to lunch at Mazzios with a child would suck. I'm saying going to Mazzios with that child would suck.
It was a Monday too. It's like she has buckled in to the rest of her week being total dog shit because she went to Mazzios with her shit kid that she doesn't, let's be honest, she doesn't love him.
No.
Not anymore.
Well, first sign she took him to Mazzios.
Right.
He's a growing boy. He needs his nutrition.
Right.
I think most parents, if they were honest, you don't have to love your kid. They say it's instinctual, but if I had a child like that, I was like, I have no love for you. Instinctually, I need to keep you alive.
Right.
Legally, I have to keep you alive.
Yeah.
But honestly, when you turn 16, I don't give a shit what happens.
But
to you.
do you have to?
Well, legally, yeah, you're in charge of a life.
I was imagining being that mother and just being like, you know what? It's the last time you're going to eat
Yeah.
on my dime. You're going to come in here and like put your little butt hands on everything and ladle everything and flip everything and ask these annoying questions.
Yeah.
What would have been fantastic is if you would have saw her go, I don't know. And the kid keeps ladling and flipping shit. And then she just like looks out the window at her car and just walks out to the car and just drives on. You're seeing it all through the window. Like, she ain't coming back.
No.
Honey, take this pizza to the table. I'm going to get our drinks.
Yeah.
Nope.
Mom went to get a refill, never came back.
Like, Mom?
Can I get a toy? I'll get you a toy. I'm going to go to the car and get some money.
That was his thing. Like when we first walked up and we were in line behind him, he just like ran out from just like, you know, like when kids like, when they just like if there's a lever on anything, they're just like, and it's just like annoying as fuck. Yeah. And he like runs up to his mom, Mom, do you have 50 cents? Can I have $1? And she was just like, no. And he like looked in her purse. If I touched my grandma's purse, that's backhand.
Yeah.
Real quick. No, anywhere, just a swift. So I didn't. And I still, if my grandma asked me to grab something out of her purse if I'm ever in town, it's so weird.
But see, there are beautiful children in the world.
Yeah.
Beautiful, luscious children in the world.
Then there are tan cars of kids.
There's the tan Suburban full of little classic rock dickheads.
Yeah.
No, so badly did I want to like use my buffet privilege since I'm waiting in line like a normal, reasonable adult male, just to like bump the kid a little bit.
Should've.
Like just like hip check him. Like I didn't see him there ladling, mid ladle. Just like knock him over.
But enough to make him lose his footing.
Oh yeah, I would love to see him like bust his face on the floor, or at least fall, like trip, like the pizza would just slide off the plate comically.
I bet if you were to have leaned down and just been like, "Listen, kid," and like get in his face, I bet that mom's panties would have got so wet.
There's a lot of them, if you know what I mean. A lot of fabric.
She's a
hungry gal. What can I say? I like them all.
Damn it, shitty kids.
I'm just like Joe Walsh, except I like the whole female body. Big, small, tall, short, wide, narrow.
ILBWs.
I love BBWs.
Okay.
I told you that before.
What?
When I was a kid, I saw BBW, like in the back of the Gazette or something. I thought it used to stand for big black women. So I was like, ooh, that's very specific and kind of hot.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't want to be fed by a big black mama? Right?
What?
That's hot.
Like literally fed?
Like those macaroni arms, stirring up the food and feeding you.
Dude, sexual acronyms still to this day throw me because there's just so many. Like, I didn't know what BBC was. I was like, okay, what is that?
Were you going around and going like, boy, I sure love tuning into some BBC at night. I go home, pull up my laptop and just type in BBC and just hang out for
big beautiful chick. Nope.
Yeah.
That is not what it stands for.
No.
Wait. What is it?
It's big black cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. New search.
Speaking of feeding you.
Dude.
The mom, though. I felt terrible for her.
Yeah, man.
Wanted to hit the kid.
So were they there when you left?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing I think about that situation. And I'm not saying all kids are bad.
Yeah.
Hashtag not all kids.
Hashtag.
I'm just saying bad kids suck.
Yeah, they do.
We got in and out, got our pizza, ate, brushed the table off when we were done, left it respectable. It was a busy place at the time.
Yeah.
Dude, they were there from before we got there to probably well after we left. Do you think that mom's ever had a peaceful lunch with that little piece of garbage?
No. And she won't until he's like 20. He's
Grown,
moved out.
He's not moving out of that house.
I mean, he might be kicked out of the house. Fuck. I mean, she seemed like the mom that when she got home, she was like, when you're 18, you're out. You're done.
Like just setting ground rules like at 6.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I'm writing this out right now. You're going to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Your 16th birthday. Hopefully you've bought your own car because God knows I'm not doing it. You're getting the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
She's like crossing it off her calendar, like
just waiting.
10 years and 214 days. And I'll finally get to masturbate.
Yeah.
Finally.
I feel like that's going to, if I'm going to have kids soon. But I feel like that's got to be some of the hardest thing. It's like like not only is it hard to like have sex when you're like married and have a kid, or not married and have a kid. If there's a kid in the house and you're trying to bang, it's got to be hard, right? And
you
like,
gotta get sneaky about it.
yeah, and if your kid catches you having sex with like your wife or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, it's like then it's conversation, and it's just like, oh well, when two people love each other, but if your kid walks in and you're just like jerking off, just like going to town, what's that conversation? Like,
Dude, especially
Sometimes when dad loves himself, and when dad loves himself,
dude, that, oh my gosh, like just imagine, like what if daddy's a freak?
yeah,
What if daddy is naked in bed,
Yeah.
legs spread with a butt plug up his ass, just tugging?
I'm going further. What if dad has a belt around his neck hanging from the closet door handle? He's like, oh, and the kid walks in, Dad, oh,
And then he comes immediately, like,
yeah, that's
and then the cum like hits the kid in the face.
I'm hope we're not traumatizing people who this has happened to them.
He like ropes like straight across the bedroom
And into the kid's face.
into the kid's Kool-Aid. No, I don't know. Dude, I'm sure being a parent is like the hardest. I mean, my girl's a parent. My girl has a daughter. And dude, like so commendable.
yeah.
That shit, while not impossible, probably very hard and very strenuous. And there are times, and not to get too personal, but there's a time or two where she's kind of gotten down like, oh, I hope I'm doing this right, you know,
Yeah.
as any parent would do. And I'm like, dude, first of all, no parent did it right. My dad did all kinds of shit wrong.
Yeah.
Doing
but-
the best you can.
Doing the best you can and doing it, just doing it, you know?
Showing up's half the job.
Yeah, just the fact that, you know, she is like she is a mom. She's not just like she's not, you know, I don't know.
A host?
No, like okay, you know, there's a difference between like being a mom and being this daughter's you know, like I don't know. Like she is a mom. Like I've met her. She's really cool, and I'm sure she's a great mom. Like so I mean, and that does seem like the hardest thing.
The Hungry Gal at Mazzio's, I don't think was a good mom.
No.
Is that mean? I feel like
She's never gonna know.
I feel like if we fast forward 5 years, that I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry I said that.
Do you think
No.
do you think there's a buffet dad?
Of course, there's way more buffet dads than moms.
No, I mean like do you think that,
Oh,
like
that
the buffet of
kid has
dads?
a buffet dad, he's got a dad. You think there's a dad in the picture with buffet kid?
Maybe the dad was at work. In my perfect male-driven world, maybe the dad was at work, you know, earning the wage.
And she was just taking the kid out to Mazzio's
Just
for
a
lunch.
quick lunch. Just a quick lunch. But
It was supposed to be easy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was dressed up. Like she was dressed nice. Like,
I noticed there was some jewelry
Yeah.
and like, yeah, she wasn't.
It looked like she had like work clothes on.
She
you know?
wasn't wearing like sweatpants and
No.
like Adidas slip-ons.
with socks. No.
Okay.
But the kid was in the classic buffet kid attire, though.
Yeah.
What was he wearing, like joggers or something?
No. it
The
was-
stained big shirt
yeah.
and then like basketball shorts. Always like
Oh, fat kids love basketball shorts.
primary colored basketball shorts.
I have more shorts than I have pants.
Basketball shorts?
Nope. Because I just threw like 2 pairs away.
There you go.
So, no. So I'm good now.
You got out of that zone. The buffet kid.
Yeah.
It's because the elastic waist it allows you to just gorge more food.
Or slide slices of pizza down like some sort of fucked up grenade belt. like he gets in the car and he's like, Mom, look what I did. And he lifts up and he's got, you know, slices looking like some sort of weird greasy kilt. It's just staining up the tan
He fully
minivan.
starts eating it.
Dude, that'd be tight.
Obviously, this is a comedy show. I'm trying to be funny, but I really did feel bad for the mom.
Yeah.
I was just like, I remember eating my pizza happily, gingerly.
Going, man, I'm so glad I
Just
pulled out.
Just like, wow, man. I don't know. Hats off to her.
Yeah.
That's how our week started. That was Monday, I believe.
That was Monday.
Like
yeah.
that would be a good Planned Parenthood commercial. Just that kid doing his thing, and then it just stops with him like mid ladle, and it says, "Planned Parenthood, remember to pull out."
Yeah.
Or you know, please don't cancel us. Please
Yeah.
don't shut our doors,
Right.
or else there's
This
going to be a
happened.
world of buffet children
Yeah.
out there.
Buffet boys.
The buffet boys.
That's what would happen.
Jesus.
It was terrorizing though, and I was just like, "Fuck!" Like, what a long 12 years that mom has in front of her.
Yeah.
Too many years.
I don't know.
So that was your Monday starting your week, huh?
Yeah, and I'm scared of kids. Like, not good kids. I'm scared of buffet kids. I'm scared of bad kids.
Are you scared of
bad kids?
Like stick 'em up bad kids, or just a? I don't think the buffet kid is a bad kid per se. I think he's an what's the word I'm looking for?
Ungrateful.
Yeah.
Unwashed.
Uneducated.
Uneducated. His
Unclipped.
parents aren't raising him right, I guess. You should know better than to fucking ladle shit and go through stuff like that. When you're in public, you do nothing until your parents tell you to do something. Here's a plate. Go get food. Go sit down. Not,
dude. And this
ain't fucking Chuck E. Cheese, bro. This is Mazzio. This is adult pizza.
This is adult children's food. Okay, Get your shit and get to your booth. So this particular pizza establishment was quite busy.
Yeah,
as it would be at noon on a Monday in a city, and he was just like zigzagging and just raising hell. And I get it. Boys will be boys, girls will be girls, kids will be kids sometimes. But it's like, dude, if I would have acted that way when I was a kid, this is what would have happened. My dad looking at me and being like, just wait till we get home.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
From the time my dad said that to that long ride home, to the time that I got a whoopin' or sent to my room, but
Sure.
a whoopin' usually.
Yeah.
That was the longest time.
Did you do the thing where you immediately, she goes, wait till we get home, and then from then on, you're just the sweetest kid in the world.
You're the best kid you've ever been.
Do you want me to get you a refill, Dad? Remember when I got you that refill?
Yeah.
Do you need another slice of pizza?
Do you want me to leave you alone when you put the belt around your neck tonight, like you do on Monday nights? You go get real full of pizza and then go like choke yourself for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta choke it out.
That's what I do every fucking Monday. No, it's you try to appease, you try to delay the inevitable whipping, which you get. And then you go, shit, I shouldn't be a shitty kid.
Yeah.
Then you know what happens? Next time you're around, you know better than to not do it in front of your dad. Then you do it in front of your mom, and then she says, wait till your dad gets home. Then there's that. Yeah. And you try to appease your mom, so she'll forget to tell your dad. She never forgets.
Well, to tie it into the Curb Your Enthusiasm thing, it's like, oh, no, he's just on the spectrum. and you're like, diagnosed by who?
Yeah.
Like you or a doctor? Like, is that an excuse for being a shitty child?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No.
Or a shitty adult.
No.
You know, it's like, yeah, he's in a bad mood. He's been in a bad mood for months. He's just going through some hard times. It's like, dude, life is hard times.
Yeah.
Not just a wonderful song.
Yeah.
But it is life.
Yeah.
And no matter what, you can be down.
Sure.
You can be beat up and depressed, but that doesn't give you an excuse to be a shitty person.
Yeah.
No, if anything, you should be a better person, because the more you're shitty and down about it, the more you're just digging the hole deeper. You're not fixing anything. You're not being proactive about whatever the problem is, because at the end of the day, most times you realize the problem really isn't anything. There is no problem. You're building this thing up that you think is a problem, when really, if you just would have dealt with it the proper way in the first place, there wouldn't have been a quote problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So you just go, oh shit, well I fucked up. Let me just fix whatever it was that I did, or at least maybe from now on I know to do better.
Well, let's say I'm having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I wake up and there's a gas leak in my house and I might have died the night before. Is there any reason that I should, like, even though that sucks and it puts me in a bad mood and I have to deal with calling the gas company and then them coming by and somebody not answering the door and then having to deal with calling them back and rescheduling them out so they come back and test everything and then leave again and tell us everything's fine, so we're back at square one where I have to call the HVAC people to come out because there might be a dead squirrel in my ducts, or there might be a drip in the ceiling, or the toilet might be leaking, or there might be a pile of shit under my toilet because the pipe fell out of the bottom of the toilet, and ever since the floor got fixed on the tile in the bathroom when I had to get that fixed because it was warping, there might be human excrement emitting waves of poisonous gas into my entire house.
How's homeownership going?
Right. You know,
Great.
It seemed like this was going to be a fictional story.
Oh, it is.
And
oh.
switch to...
No, that was off the top of my head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not based on real events.
Not based off.
But yeah, you don't carry that with you and treat people like shit is all I'm saying.
No, you yell it to a microphone.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what...
See, it's funny because, like, let's say all that stuff did happen to you, like, over the past 2 days. And I've been around you for the past 2 days.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Right,
yeah.
right. In this fictional world.
Yeah, let's say all that happened. You've been in a really good mood. It's like it didn't actually happen.
You know why?
Why?
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Well, I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
As you said this earlier. That ride home when you're waiting on a whipping. Waiting on a whooping.
Is that track 4 on
Waiting
Fuck Country
on a
Robbers?
whoopin'.
Dude, I'm just waiting on a whooping.
I was a bad kid at the pizza restaurant, and I'm just waiting on a whooping.
Dude, that's gold.
That's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
We're waiting on the inevitable whooping.
I know you've been going through a little bit of like, what does it all mean?
Sure, yeah.
I know that I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of. Okay, I'm not scared of being dead. I'm just scared of not being alive.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to die.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing.
That's life giving you a whooping.
But it's inevitable. It's the biggest whooping. It's that's like almost like a hymn, like waiting on a whooping, but it's like, oh Lord Jesus, I'm just waiting on a whooping. Yeah, waiting on that big whooping in the sky.
That big old whooping in the sky. Like, the hand of God just spanking your ass, your bare ass.
But what if that spanking is what knocks you into like
hell?
No, this other consciousness, man.
Really?
Like death is just
Okay, hold on, Charles Manson. Where are we going with this? Too soon?
Hey, R.I.P. Dad.
Can you say too soon when a mass murderer dies? Like
no, you never saw anybody go. Okay, man, Charles Manson gone too soon. He was truly the best serial killer of all time.
He wasn't even the best.
He never killed anybody.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He was smart though.
He was
smart about. Well, not smart. He was just really enthusiastic.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not here to glorify Charles Manson.
No.
I did go through a phase, as I think a lot of dudes like me did, where I got really intrigued by it all.
I read Helter Skelter.
As did I. Read the movies.
I read the movies, watched the books.
Listen here, I read the movies, watched the books. Here, put a little bit of that there, a little bit of that there, and then I cut a baby out of a woman. Too soon?
But no, okay.
She was on her way to Mazio's, and I just had to take care of that shit.
I was doing her a favor.
More room for pizza.
So what makes the whole Charles Manson thing intriguing is that during that time, there was no internet. Like you could do, it was a time of free love, awakening. It was a time of love, a time of hate.
A time to live, a time to die.
Yeah, all of that. So there was a wave coming. If the hippies just would have kept their shit together, they could have had a true. They say you want a revolution. Well, you know, we all want change more.
Are you kidding me?
Anyway, so what I'm saying is,
buckle up.
It was real easy to manipulate them hippies. Be like, hey man, let's just come hang out. I got this ranch. It's not really mine. We're gonna hang out on it. We're gonna do all kind of drugs and fuck each other. That sound cool?
Okay, up to that part,
yeah.
Like everything before killing an unborn baby and a beautiful model
that's what it
actress.
was. Yeah.
Everything else sounds kind of dope.
Yeah,
like
he also did like shoot a black guy too.
Well, the Black Panther guy, that was kind of, but it was self-defense.
No,
spoken like a true white supremacist.
I don't think.
Wow.
It wasn't.
I don't know.
No, but doesn't taking a bunch of acid and fucking a lot of hippie girls sound pretty awesome?
That's how it gets started. You build a fluid bond with these people, and then they all start feeling very familial and comfortable around each other. You're doing a bunch of mind-altering drugs, and then one night around the fucking campfire, while Charlie's playing his shitty fucking song on acoustic, he stops me with, "Hey man, it's the Hollywood elites that are really taking this country down.
Yeah.
We should go murder the La Biancas."
Just one, right? Or no, two.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, he was
one
there.
and a half.
Wasn't supposed to be home.
Wow. What?
Well, they were supposed to.
Sorry.
Because the baby.
Weren't they supposed to murder Roman Polanski, but he wasn't home, so they killed
I don't
whoever was there?
know. And not to make light of a tragic event.
Right.
Hey, they could have stopped Roman Polanski from diddling all them kids.
Yeah.
Just saying, maybe Charles Manson could have saved some things by doing something evil.
I would just wonder, like, the moment. Okay,
not condoning Charles Manson again. By the way, I got to stress that I am not condoning.
He's a weird dude to talk about.
He really is.
He's a weird dude to talk about. It's like, yeah, it's just it's a weird time right now. Anyway, and then talking about Charlie Manson, it's like he's a weird dude. What I heard, everyone was doing, LSD, bucking, having fun. A lot of the times, what I've heard is he wasn't even really doing LSD that much. He'd do it, but he'd do it by himself, and then he'd give everybody else LSD.
Yeah, he delivered it.
Yeah,
so he could be in the right state of mind while they were all fucked up, so he could be more manipulative.
Yeah, it was,
which is kind of genius.
He's fucking crafty, bro. Like, dude.
I'm seeing it now, like the Lifetime biopic of Charles Manson, starring Pauly Shore as Charles Manson.
I'm fucking crafty, bruh.
Check out this song, buddy. Like they're sitting around the campfire. They got the garbage dump burning in the can.
Yeah.
And they're all wearing like raccoon skin hats and leather pants. And then he's like playing his shitty music.
Yeah.
Which I actually even got into that. Not as in like this is good, but just like, whoa, this crazy guy makes this really creepy folk music.
Yeah.
But when is it like, this is fucked up, man. This might not be the most fucked up thing Charles Manson's ever done, but he's dosing all these girls and guys, and he's sitting there playing his like shitty acoustic guitar. Yeah. And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and whip my dick out. Let's see who wants to fuck, and then I'm gonna like alter their minds with my sex and my drugs and my rock and roll.
Yeah.
It was truly, he was truly a man before his time.
But when I was a kid, I remember there was a series of interviews with Charles Manson by Geraldo Rivera.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a 3-night TV event, and it was an hour interview each night with him. And I remember seeing that when I was a little too young to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't the old, frail, like gray-bearded Charles Manson that he was last week.
Youngish.
He had like brown kind of like flowing hair, and I would never say he was a handsome guy, but he kind of looked like he'd be in like an indie band now, but he was still, he was fucking crazy. And I remember being a kid and like watching that and being so intrigued by it because I didn't know the weight and the severity of what he was doing in there. I just caught the interview with this crazy man in a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And I did go through a time where I was like, I would never have worn like a Charles Manson t-shirt or any of that shit. But yeah, I don't know. There was something intriguing about this piece of history.
Yeah. If anything, that's what he is. I mean, like, he's dead and he was a shitty person. It's good that he's dead. Fuck him. However, like a piece of like this weird fucked up history died the other day, and it's not the good kind of history, but it is history.
Well, amidst all of what's going on in the media and the public now with the allegations and what have you and all of that going on, the fucking FCC changing their net neutrality ban, our fucking president being who the fuck he is. And then this influx of just, people get older, everyone dies, but it seems like it's been insane the past like 4 or 5 years, just bam, 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 bam. Everyone's dying.
Yeah. Well, people have been dying for a long time. It's just people that we think are important are dropping off right now. It's
sure.
Something's ramping up.
But it makes me think, it makes me feel like maybe there is something, like there's a grew up Christian, so there's a part of me that's like, well, should I go back and read fucking Revelations and John and see if there's anything in there that talks about any of this crazy shit, man?
Yeah.
Going back to being a kid in church, it's like, I really hoped that the rapture would happen in our lifetime. But as an older guy,
you're like, no.
I want it even more now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
But as an older guy, I think like, how selfish of me and how arrogant to think in all of history and all of the future, my tiny little blip on the map, something like that, literally the end of the world is going to happen in my blink of an eye in existence.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah.
I think more people are going to die. Breaking news.
Right.
More people
are going to die.
Will die. There will be more sexual allegations. There will be more crimes and victims of those crimes coming forward, whether it's sexual or violent or whatever.
Yeah.
it always gets worse.
Yeah.
Like,
You've heard the theory that Y2K actually happened, right?
no.
You should go down that rabbit hole. It's pretty interesting.
That sounds tight.
That Y2K happened, and we're kind of living in this like percussive bell of
just like the echoes of that happening.
Yeah, well, technology fucking
the aftershock.
boomed. It boomed right after that. Like phones went from being this little thing in your pocket to like now it's just rapidly advancing. Yeah, like we're almost. I want to say we're like in a matrix and we're all living in some gelatinous tube in real life. But it happened, and you know, it's an interesting tale.
I'm gonna look
cool
into
conspiracy.
that 100%.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this at all?
No, I haven't heard.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy that Y2K it's cool. And then it talks about, you know, the increase in celebrity deaths and like exposing the system, like the corruptness kind of bubbles up to the top. But then no one seems to give a shit about the corruptness because it's right there in front of your face today. And no one seems to give a shit.
Dude, it's talk about conspiracies, man. I mean, like this shit like this has been happening for a long time, and the people that try and do anything about it wind up fucking dead.
Yeah.
Like I forget when this was, but the shit with Larry King about like the kid, like the child sex rings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, like there was people looking, like trying to like uncover that, and everyone who did, even some of the kids who were like like quote unquote survived and got out of it and tried to talk about it, like they went to court, and like those kids are now like in jail and will never get out, and like or they wound up dead, or like any PIs that went after it, their plane crashed.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like it's so now, you know, there's also a conspiracy theory that fucking this same stuff is happening, and like Chris Cornell, like his suicide, some people are saying like he found out about this like sex trafficking ring and like the like music entertainment like spectrum, and he got suicided, and so did
Chester?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like a
Because they
lot
were
of
bros.
you see a lot
Now,
of.
did Robin Williams do the same?
No, I think
that was just
Robin Williams
depression.
was just
Did they all three
depressed.
hang themselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the pyramid. See,
Yeah.
if you do this with your hands and you make a pyramid, you got Chester on the left,
Illuminati.
Chrissy Cornell on the right,
Yeah.
R-Dub right at the top.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. It is weird though. Like you were saying, everyone kind of gets suicided or mysteriously dies, but not to go too far down to conspiracy theory, but yeah, and then makes you think, and then like all this like child, like when that whole Pizzagate thing, everyone's like, that's fucking stupid, and then it comes out that these senators and shit are fucking kids,
Yeah.
and they're like, but people are like, but they're not. There's no child sex ring.
Where do you think they're getting kids,
Are
bro?
you fucking serious, man? And then have you seen this latest video with like they're resurfacing this video of, like Joe Biden with like kids like taking photo ops, and he's like inappropriately touching them and like smelling them and stuff.
What?
Dude,
Really?
it's fucking.
I'm going to
creepy.
Google all of this
'Cause when
tonight.
you go back and watch it, like that with amidst all the sexual things going on, it's like you probably don't need to be leaning down and smelling a 5-year-old girl's hair.
Yeah.
That's a little creepy.
Have you ever smelled a 5-year-old girl's hair?
Bubble
In a
gum.
non-sexual context.
I have a niece. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like bubble gum.
Yeah, kids smell great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're the vice president of the United States, you shouldn't have your hand caressing her
No,
shoulders
no,
while
no.
you smell her hair.
I think there are some parallels between like the political corruption coming out, surfacing, and then a lot of these like allegations, whether it's in acting or music or whatever. All this coming out, I think, has to do with technology.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it didn't go on before. Like I made the joke today at work. I was like, breaking news, Gene Simmons alleged sexual, assault or whatever. It's like, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
You don't think Jim Morrison ever got a little too fucked up and like tried to like put his dick somewhere? And I'm not saying that's okay.
No.
I'm just saying that it's always happened. It's just the technology
It's making us more aware of the happening.
it brings it to light much easier. Like, John Lennon caught on sending Facebook messages like, "Oh, come suck my pee-pee." Like,
Oh, you at the show tonight?
I know you don't want to, but I'm a Beatle, so do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's always happened.
Yeah.
And it's weird. And I know I'm a white dude in my 30s, boring ass dude, but it's like, I mean, it's scary. Not because I'm a victim, But just like, it's scary that this is just like coming to light. And I'm not saying it's scary because it was okay when it was hush hush. It's just like, it's fucked up, and fucked up things are scary.
Well, the thing is, it's bringing to light that fucked up shit happened.
Right.
It's putting a coffin nail in the American dream. We all realize that the American dream that we were fed, where parents were fed in the 50s and 60s, is a fucking lie. Like, it's the white picket fence, owning a house, a new car in the driveway, go to college, get a really good career. Like, all that shit doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
And that's not what life is about. You're just ended up in fucking debtor's prison, which is not a real thing, but it's a metaphorical prison. Your life is a prison.
Created your own prison.
And it's very true. So then you start being like, well, fuck, man. What else is a lie? And then all this other shit starts coming out. You're like, oh, well, cool. This fucking senator's diddling kids. This fucking actor's diddling kids.
And you know, somebody as beautiful and pure and clearly American, a true patriot like Charlie Rose, you know, a guy that I tuned into every night. His word was bond. His interviews were flawless, and he had the demeanor of God himself.
He had he didn't, I want to ooze. He admitted no sexuality whatsoever.
No,
not at all.
He had the sexuality of a tombstone. Like, that's what he was like to me. And I was being facetious a second
Hard
ago.
all the time.
Oh shit!
Dab, dab, dab.
Oh, your introductory dabs. I'm so glad we could get those out of the way. Yeah, like, just hard as that hard-dicked helicopter from earlier,
dude.
just pointing straight to the sky.
Hard-dicked helicopter.
Hard as a sundial, just sticking straight up. You can set your watch to it.
Oh, God.
But no, like
Like a
first of
mailbox.
all, who the fuck is Charlie Rose? I thought he was a baseball player.
It's Pete Rose, dude.
Or
Charlie Rose,
the guy with the little mustache, not Hitler, the other guy with the little mustache. That,
Charlie
like,
Chaplin. Charlie Rose was a.
he's like a TV.
Is
he a talking head?
He's a talk show host, but it wasn't the kind. It was okay. You know those talk shows where it's like a table and then two chairs, and then it's just like black behind them.
Like a Larry King. Well, like a James Lipton.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Larry King and he talks to actors, musicians, politicians, all that kind of stuff.
Women.
Women.
Lots of women. A lot of lewdness.
The Al Franken thing. I'm like, Senator Al Franken. Stuart saves his family. Stuart Smalley. Really?
Stuart Smalley. Stuart Smalley 2. Titty grabber. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Touch your breast because I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And doggone it, people let me.
People let me. I'm gonna go on record. The little I know about it, it's like, yes, it was foolish. It was dumb. Mm-hmm. But like, dude, it wasn't as bad as the Harvey Weinstein stuff. Now, am I saying it's acceptable?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
We've all done dumb shit. Man, woman, old, young, whatever. We've all done it. But like, dude, let's like compare apples to apples here. Like, that's not the same as like that creepy Harvey Weinstein or what Kevin Spacey did.
Or even, I hate to say the Louis C.K. thing, like jerking off in front of people. That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's different to me even than the Al Franken thing. And again, I'm not trying to draw like lines in the sand here, but like I did read a little bit about the Al Franken thing. Like, honestly, I could give a shit less about the guy. Like, I always thought he was kind of lame. But it's like, I saw the photo. Disrespectful, absolutely. Apology, sure. Wrong, yes. But like, to throw him in that cesspool with everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, you got Harvey Weinstein doing a belly flop right in the middle. You got like
Just all the water's coming out. You got Jesse Lacey for Brand New trying to get a girl to give him a blowjob under the pool.
You got Kevin Spacey with goggles on, like looking for hard dicks, you know. And then you got like Louis just jerking off into the kiddie's side. Well, no, not the kid's side. The grown woman's side.
Yeah, Louis is just jerking off while women are sunbathing.
He's in the pool house.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm going to be in here for a bit. You lock the door behind you. Like, it's fine.
But it's a creeper's pool. It's a creeper pool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, the Al Franken thing, again, wrong, yes. Yeah. But, you know, I don't want to be one of those dudes that's like, well, what's it going to be next? You know, but it's like, it's just scary, man.
There's going to be more. There's going to be a lot more.
It's a bummer, too, because, like, not only is it a bummer because it happened and that shit is, I mean, wrong and terrible, but also, it's just like, all right, well, I mean, I really like, you know, like, I like, oh, God, Captain Picard from Star Trek. Why can't I remember his name?
George Clinton.
No. Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, please, it's just like, I hope that this person that I've liked my whole life isn't a terrible person. Because, like, I really liked Louis C.K. He was my favorite comedian. And then that came out, and I was just like, dude, why?
It'll be when, see, in my mind, just went blank on a dude's name, and everyone loves him.
The first
Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
The old man?
No,
he's dead.
Earth Girls Are Easy. Jurassic Park.
No, the
fucking
cool guy.
Independence Day.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. When is it gonna come out? Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, he really likes. I like looking at breasts, and I can't help myself to touch them.
Dude, that was
Jeff Goldblum.
really good.
But if it comes out that Jeff Goldblum did some shit, I'm like, fine, fuck it. Everyone's a creep.
Yeah,
everyone's
I'll
a creep.
never watch a movie again.
Fuck them all.
Joe Walsh accused of liking big tits.
Headline news.
Self-proclaimed though. Like,
Right.
hey, maybe
I
he
like
just
big tits.
listen. I told you in the 70s. I'm serious.
I'm serious.
I'm serious now.
Like it. At least he put it out
Yeah,
there.
he's
Like,
hey,
let me get this out of the way.
ILBTs. But he was nice about it. He didn't title the song "I Love Big Tits." He titled it ILBTs to be nice.
He's talking about all the different lengths and viscosities. I've said that word twice tonight. I love that word.
Viscosity.
It happens every day. Like Kate's not really into, but I guess she likes that band Pine Grove. And I guess today it came out that their singer was accused of stuff. And then, but I didn't read much about it. I kind of skimmed the first like intro paragraph, and I'm like, ugh, like every dude in a, okay, I don't want to be that general, but like a lot of dudes in semi-popular and on up bands have probably taken advantage of their power,
Their status.
That's perfect.
Well, there's a
not all men.
there's
Hashtag not all men, but
not all men. There's a person
a lot
called
of
a
them.
groupie. Everyone knows the term a groupie. I'm not, and again, I am not excusing it. I'm saying that I don't know. I'm going to dig myself hole. I'm saying there are groupies. It's a real thing. It happens. Keith Richards probably fucked girls from the audience.
dude,
Billy Joe Armstrong probably fucked. You know what I mean? Like,
Led Zeppelin put a shark in a girl's vagina.
yeah,
Like,
That's crazy.
that's crazy shit.
Michael Jackson allegedly fucked children,
Yeah.
but they sell merchandise with Michael Jackson on it in Target.
Hold on,
still.
was it Motley Crue or Poison who fucked a girl with a burrito?
That was Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, okay.
In
The Dirt.
The Dirt.
Yeah.
Excellent book, by the way.
Yeah.
Really puts things in perspective that we're talking about right now. They called her like, it was like Cheese Mama or like Cheesy Q or something weird like that. Because
Well, was she like into food?
No, they didn't fuck her with the burrito. They fucked the burrito and then put it in her.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. And then like fucked the burrito, an egg burrito on the way home to get the smell off their dicks or something
Yeah.
like that. It's like that's what the weird time we're living in. Like these allegations are coming out. And when I said earlier that it's scary times, I don't mean scary times for guys. It's just scary that now we always kind of knew that this shit went on, but now it's like really coming to light. That's what's scary.
It's scary that so these things keep coming out and it's making these quote unquote conspiracy theories have a little bit of validity to them, saying like, okay, what's next? What's the next thing that people are going to go like, oh yeah, that really happened. The JFK papers, they fucking, what's that word? They blacked out. It was supposed to come out.
Redacted.
They redacted like 75% of it. It's like, oh, you're not hiding anything. Cool.
Yeah.
So what are you fucking lying to us about? There really is like two fucking dudes at the top of this tower. I'm thinking Statler and Waldorf, Muppets kind of dudes, but it's like a Rothschild and someone else. And they're just like, we own it all.
Yeah.
We own everything.
Yeah.
But what? You're going to die too, motherfucker. Everybody dies.
Do you think that, do you believe like in inherent evil? Like, do you think that there's always evil at the top? Like, I consider myself a pretty like positive dude, but like I do think that there's a lot of like fucked up shit in the world that is being covered up,
Well,
redacted, whatever.
So, and this is true. Most of your CEOs, most of your bosses, they are on another spectrum, which is a psychopathic spectrum, and they will do anything that they can to stay at the top, to get to the top, and they don't necessarily give a fuck about anybody else other than themselves because of that, like that, because of their brain, and their brain is wired differently. Fact, you know, and so if the CEO for, you know, let's say Boeing or whatever the fuck is probably psychopathic, but he's not going to kill people. He just is on that spectrum. He's a high functioning psychopath.
The addiction to power. Like,
what's the president doing? You know what I'm saying? What is his brain like? Or, you know, like,
he's probably the smartest, greatest businessman of all time.
Yep. LOL. But like, you know, I mean, tab. LOL tab.
But if you think about it, he really is. He was a dude who was a failing real estate dude, put his name on fucking everything, and then says, I'm going to be the most powerful man in the world. And look at where he is. He's the most powerful man in the world. He has 3 websites where he sells shit, and he gets all the profits from that stuff as a president, using his name to make money, which you legally can't do, but no one's fucking doing anything about it.
I think that that's a load of horse shit too. I think that, dude,
anytime a fucking person from overseas comes, they don't come to the White House. They meet him at Mar-a-Lago, his fucking resort.
Right.
They're making money. How is this real? How are we living in?
It doesn't make any sense.
It's not a real world we're living in.
It's really weird. And I mean, I think, you know, we're to the point now where it's like obvious, like none of us like, I'll speak for Josh and I, like, don't like Trump.
Yeah.
And I can't understand. I can understand somebody voting for him on the promise of change,
right?
Hope, a new deal, you know, but not what he's doing now. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I have family that still support him and take up for him. And it blows my mind. I mean, I love my bloodline. I love my family.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're a fucking idiot.
That's the hardest thing.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And they probably think that I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, like Thanksgiving's coming up. This has put a rift in my family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we aren't getting together on Thanksgiving. And I'm not blaming it all on Donald Trump, but it's a big part of a larger narrative.
Well,
yeah. It's exposing the cracks, you know?
It's exposing the cracks. It's splitting the country in two. It really is. And then it's factioning those sides. I believe that, I was talking to my wife about this the other night over some cocktails. It split the country in two, you know? And then from there, it's trying to split that side. So you have liberals who are against Trump. Well, how can we faction that off and break them up so they don't get up together and do a thing? So we'll give them Black Lives Matter, we'll give them transgender rights, we'll give them blah, blah, blah. And then we'll have men saying men need rights. And then we're going to, like, I'm not saying they're doing school shootings and mass shootings, but they're going to have all these other things to distract their mind from
false flag operation.
To distract them from, like, what's going on. So it's like, have all of your very, very different things and good luck getting everybody together. Because you know what I mean? Like, some people, just because you're liberal doesn't mean that you agree with everything. So it's like, yeah, you chiseled a concrete brick in half, right? So you have the left wing, right wing. So then you take that left wing and take another chisel and you break it down. And then you keep breaking it down to these little things so they can't form back together and be like, hey, what's going on is fucked up. They're trying to fix their brick. Well, instead of putting the two together. You know what I mean?
Totally. No, you're sense? Like subdividing and subdividing.
Yeah, and to the point where
there's no power.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I think I said this on an episode, whatever, a couple weeks ago. But I was like, it's the same with Trump. It's the same with religion. It's the same with any politics. These allegations or anything you could basically spread this like across the board. But like, what happened to just being rational? Like, what's wrong with being somewhat in the middle?
Yeah.
For instance, like the Louis C.K. thing. You know, dude, I love Louis C.K.
Mm-hmm.
Let me redact that. I love Louis C.K.'s comedy.
Oh yeah,
I've seen him in person, like, you know, what do you say? Perform.
Yeah.
I have never laughed so hard in my life. My face hurt when I walked out of that theater.
Mm-hmm.
I love his work. 2017 might be one of the funniest stand-ups It's definitely in my top 1.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's great.
Do I like what he did? No.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's like, do I have to be so extreme in my little view on this thing that I don't know everything about? Again, not giving him a pass, but I'm just saying even with Trump, like, let's go to the other side. I do not like him.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like that he's our leader. But do I pick apart every little thing and just throw a blanket over him? No.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a human. There's some good things that he's done as president. Believe it or not. There are. You can't say there isn't anything.
I'm not saying that.
You can't. Does the bad outweigh the good in our opinions? Absolutely.
Does Bill Cosby dosing and raping 60 some odd women, maybe far more than that, does that make Bill Cosby himself not a funny record? No.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't take away from the art.
Does Michael Jackson allegedly diddling kids make Thriller not one of the greatest fucking records of all time? No, it doesn't. But it does make you go, dude.
Of course it does. And
K-Pax should have won some awards. I'm joking.
Movie
K-Pax.
sucked. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's weird that I think this kind of ties in with the subdivisions.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because when you start dividing and dividing, it's more
Divide and conquer, man.
It's easier for somebody to like just jump to one side completely or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's like,
well,
I don't
playing
know.
your flag like this. Okay, this is my thing. This is my piece of rock. I own this piece of rock. I'm not going to listen to anybody else's thing. This is important. Yes, your thing is important. So is their thing.
Yeah.
So is everyone else's thing. But you got to get together and be like, all of our things, our little things, yes, they're important. But the bigger picture, the bigger important thing is that this needs to be fixed. The whole thing needs to be fixed.
Dude.
So let's put our shit aside for a second, fix this thing, and then we could be rational about all the other things.
It's Myrtle the Turtle.
Yeah.
It's the star-bellied Sneetches. It's like, it's all like this stuff from our childhood really coming to life. Like all these things we learned or were taught at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's so basic. It's like, just don't be shitty.
Don't be shitty.
And a lot of people are being shitty. So somebody ruins their comedy career because they couldn't help but tug their dick.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're not that gross. Like, you're not, I was going to say Rob Lowe, but didn't he fuck a child? Like, didn't he fuck
allegedly, yeah.
There's a tape.
I think he did.
He allegedly was on tape with
I've
a
never seen this tape.
14-year-old.
I'm not backing up Rob Lowe.
Who's Rob? Oh,
Tommy Boy.
fuck. From
Parks and Rec.
wait,
St. Elmo's Fire. Fucking
I thought Rob Lowe was the dude who
Outsiders.
did. I'm gonna sound like an idiot. Dirty Jobs. Who was that guy?
Norm Macdonald?
No,
No, Dirty Jobs. The Mike Lowe.
Mike Lowe.
Oh, Mike Lowe.
Mike Lowe.
Oh, Steve Rowe.
Steve Rowe.
Right?
We're all wrong.
No.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, Dirty Rowe.
Okay, so Rob Lowe was like the kind of like health nut weird dude. Right?
Yeah, the very handsome yet older guy.
Damn.
Yeah, he had
He's sexy.
He had a sex tape. Oh, he was in Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Benjamin. Wasn't it?
Benjamin, yeah. So he
Had
had
if he
a
was an
sex
ice
tape.
cream flavor, he'd be pralines
And dick.
and dick.
When I was a kid, I thought he said pralines and ick. I didn't get the dick part.
It was for a fundraiser.
It was for a fundraiser. Pralines and ick for a fundraiser. Yeah, Rob Lowe. So it's Charlie Sheen allegedly fucked Corey Haim on the set of a movie, on the set of Lucas. There's all these like things that just keep coming out, and it makes you just want to it makes me want to unplug from it all.
Totally.
Yeah.
It makes me want to slam my phone to the ground and break it. It makes me want to get off the internet. But I can't. That's putting my head in the sand.
I was about to bring that
It's
exact term up.
avoiding. That shit's still going to happen regardless of if you're looking at it or not.
But isn't that what's exactly happening? Like, it's always went on, but we, by nature or by the lack of technology, had our heads in the sand. And technology is like pulling all of our heads out of the sand.
No, they're
Now
pulling
we're
our
all
heads
just
in the
exposing it.
No,
Yeah, it's like, what? How do I process all of this?
But it's pulling our head out of the sand and then putting our face in front of a screen and going, look at this.
That's
Aren't
deep.
you outraged by that? Cool. Well, then in 5 seconds, there's going to be something else to be outraged about. And it's just like, it goes in your feet like, oh, I can't, I'm going to sign a petition. Wait, what's this? What's this next thing coming
Well,
on
the
my
thing is,
fucking
it's like,
feed?
I mean, who's doing anything about it?
No one.
Like, we're talking about it, and we know it's a bummer. We know it sucks. But, like, what are we doing about it? And what is there to do?
What can we do?
What can I do to punish Rob Lowe for fucking a 14-year-old? You know, what can I do?
Nothing.
Yeah, and I'm not like giving up. I'm not just like, oh well, what can you do? Derp derp. It's just like, man, what can I do about this? This is fucking.
One would hope that it's all over the internet. There's videos of things, like even those ones that aren't videos. People know about it. It's out there. It's exposed. You would think the proper authorities would be like, oh, maybe I should investigate that.
Yeah.
Do something about it, maybe.
Well,
do you ever go ahead?
What's nice? I'm sorry. What's nice now is like, you know, this, like you said, this stuff has been happening forever. Like this stuff has been happening like as long as people have been making fucking movies, as long as people have been making TV shows, this has been happening. But nobody knew because like these little boys or these little girls, it's like, how are you gonna rat on this guy with all this power? Like you can't, because all he has to say is like, if you say anything, like I'll kill you or I'll kill your parents or whatever.
Like the Weinstein thing, not a lot. Some of the people that came forward, I guess, signed non-disclosure agreements with Weinstein because it was, if you do this, you will get a movie. Mm-hmm. And they agreed to it. I'm not saying that it makes it better. It's a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
But he also did just do stuff to people. Yeah. Which is fucked up. It's fucked up to, hey, it's sleazy and it's weak. It's weak to be like, if you suck my dick, I'll give you a movie.
Yeah.
Or
is that your Weinstein?
Yeah. Or the Louis C.K. thing where it's like, can I jerk off in front of you? It just seems so pathetic.
It is. Dude, it's like you're going to use this power that like was given to you by your rich parents or like whatever to now like, you know, it's just like you said, like I have all this power. So, you know, if you don't suck my dick, this will happen. And it is weak. It's like, man, like,
but they feed off of that. Like you said, it's a psychopathy. It's
absolutely,
it's the need to keep, like in the retail business, do better than last year. Your sales have to be better. You have to be more than less. Oh, I have to keep making more and more and more and more money. I have $500 million in the bank. I need to have $1 trillion in the bank. Mm-hmm. How do I get there? And they just keep trying to fucking get to that end game.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like with the Weinstein thing. Like, I first of all, I've heard his name like since I was a kid. Weinstein, like that family name, you know. Yeah. But it's like the abuse of that power is terrible, and it's sad that women or like with Spacey, men or anybody has to be put in that situation.
Yeah,
and then I think like, what's sexier than like a young woman going to dinner with a young aspiring actress going to dinner with Harvey Weinstein and having to like be around him and his like jowl breath.
I've never seen what he looks like.
He looks like
does he look like he'd smell like salami?
Yes.
Okay.
He looks like a grosser Jeff Garlin.
Gross.
Like an even more grisly, gross Jeff Garlin. But it's like, yeah, going to dinner, you know, he's whining and dining. And then like, he's like, hey, you want to go back to the hotel? You know?
Yeah.
And they're like, I guess I'll go have a drink, you know?
Yeah.
And then like, hey, before you suck my gross dick that's been living under my belly bottom, like, could you sign this? Could you go ahead and sign this for me before I molest you, basically?
I'm sure he had it wrapped around his dick too. Just it made that sound.
It's terrible.
It's so depraved.
But if it happens on that level, it fucking sure as shit happens in Washington. It came out that it's happening in Washington.
Yeah,
it's happening in politics and our government.
Because they have even more power. It's like, hey, if you don't suck my dick, you don't exist anymore. No one finds you now. Like,
but it's not that. That's the thing. That's not enough for them. That they start fucking kids, man.
Yeah.
That's like extreme power of like, oh, I'm older than you. I'm bigger than you. This is
I think it takes a special person to cross that level
for sure.
Like, okay,
it takes a real piece of shit.
Yeah, but okay, let's tone it down and put it in perspective. For me,
okay.
You know, there's times where I browse some adult entertainment, and I'm you know, I got the plug in, and I'm like, I'm dadding it. You know, I'm waiting for the kid to walk in. You know,
I thought I wasn't sure what plug you were talking about because you're on a computer, right? because you're an adult.
But I don't want my battery to die.
No. He's got his USB plug.
Yeah,
in.
see, that's
my USB
But you're talking
porn.
about a butt plug, right?
Urethral.
Oh,
nice.
No, but okay. So like, I kind of go back and forth with like adult entertainment. It's like sometimes I don't need it for a while. Sometimes like I'm like, oh, this is a new site. Let's just check this out. But then it starts to get a little weirder, and you're lonely during the week, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna. So you start going down a rabbit hole, pun not intended. And then you get a little weirder, but it's like, dude, never in my life have I been like, I'll just go a little younger, or a little like more.
But that's the thing,
illegal.
It's a.
I've never wanted to fuck a child, is what I'm saying.
right?
Like ever.
Well, because you're a good person.
It's a chemical imbalance in the brain. There's something wrong with the brain that they are attracted to that. You know what I mean? And like you said, you go down your porn sites. It's just like some people with drinking, some people doing drugs. Like you could take a puff of a J, and then
hold on. Can we just take a moment to appreciate two things? I'm gonna go backwards, like BC. So we have puff of a J.
Yeah.
And then you said, referring to me, your porn sites. Like, do I have a folder that you found?
I don't know. It's on a USB drive.
Plugged.
You go. Okay, I'm saying in general,
Throwback.
porn sites. And the more they drink, they have to drink more, a little more to get that buzz. They have to. It goes from weed to whatever, it goes to pills to whatever. And then they're doing smack, and then they're fucking making meth in their bathroom. Next thing you know, they're living on the street. With porn, it could be, I just like watching a girl fuck her husband. And then, well, I kind of want that girl to have fake tits. But then I kind of want this. And then I want to see her choke on the dick. But then I want her to have a thing in her butt. But then I want her to kind of smack her around a little bit. But then I kind of want it to be kind of grainy and seedy and shitty. And they just keep going down this like snowball thing where it's like, and then for fucking Senator whoever, it's like, I want to see a 12-year-old fucking a donkey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But my point is,
or that's just they immediately go there. Like some people are like, I'm gonna get a Diet Coke. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch this 6-year-old perform fellatio on my cat.
Yeah, it's like there's a big difference. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna have a Coke.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a Coke with lunch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do whatever Josh just said.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is different. Question: You ever been browsing? Browsing a little late night entertainment, a little after dark.
Adult Swim, right?
Yeah, Nick at Night. And you pick your selection for the night.
Yeah,
it starts off nice. Okay. And you're getting there, and then you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, that's too much,
dude. That happened to me the other day. Now I don't want to be vulgar, and I won't be.
Hold on.
You don't want to be vulgar?
Do you know what we've been talking about the last 30 minutes?
Have you listened to any of these 81 episodes?
No. Okay. Has anyone else? But no, I'm not going to get into specifics. But there was a moment where I was just like, I was much like the mom at Mazzio's. I was just like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
How far have I gone?
Now I have to watch that every time.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing now. No. But
what was it?
I'll tell you off mic.
Okay.
Email us, boys@boyspodcast.com if you just really have to know.
Yeah.
We got to wrap up.
We do.
Yeah. Sorry to cut this intriguing conversation so short.
We're going to leave it on weird porn.
I was going to say, can we talk about something like nice for like 2 minutes?
Go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Anything nice.
I'll say something nice.
We've been talking about a bunch of gross sex stuff. Maybe like nice things.
Here's something really nice.
Yeah.
It's the holidays.
Let's go around.
It's the holiday season. I'm getting super stoked. Being in the mall again. Decorations are great. They're starting to play Christmas music everywhere. I know it's before Thanksgiving and everyone's getting pissed about it, but fuck it, man.
Who cares?
We need this now. We need this now more than ever. Fuck Thanksgiving. Let's just skip it and go straight to Christmas. Let's God bless us, everyone. Let's be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. That's all I can say.
Can I add to that?
Add.
I think that, as we evolve as humans, like we don't use stone tablets anymore. We have the wheel. We have fire. We have
a Kindle Fire.
We have glass tablets now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See through.
Oh fuck yeah, man. That was deep.
We have planes, trains, automobiles, flat screen TVs. Do we have to do Thanksgiving anymore?
No.
Like it's just an annoyance at this point.
And it didn't fucking happen. All this shit, like,
no, it did happen.
We're banning Columbus Day. Okay, but it's okay to be like, the settlers came and ate with the Native Americans. No, they fucking didn't. They fucking raped, slaughtered, and killed almost all of them and pushed them as far away from them because they didn't want to be anywhere near them.
Yeah. What I mean by it happened is it happened for many years. We had Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
The details are blurred. The history is definitely blurred.
Sure.
Let's just get over it.
No, I hated this.
Halloween to Christmas. That's all we need. Put a good month in between them.
Two Halloweens.
I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna
Double-ween?
Double-ween, dude.
Double-ween.
That's what I've been watching.
Double-ween and early Xmas. And yes, I'm taking the Christ out of Christmas. I don't give a shit about that.
Go ahead and lump that in.
No, Thanksgiving, I hated. It's this. All right, everybody, go around the table and say something you're thankful for. Being alive. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm alive. That's all you fucking need.
Eating food.
Eating food is great. That's an asinine question. Let's just scrap the fucking holiday altogether.
Yeah.
We're eating too much as a country and we're all fat. Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. Tell you what. You're up next, and then I got an idea. So I'm going to cross my fingers so I don't forget. What's something good?
With the Thanksgiving thing, I was kind of bummed because my Thanksgiving plans drastically changed last minute. But it's fucking cool because I'm going to spend like 5 days with my family that I don't really get to see that much. And so, I mean, that's going to be sweet. Like going from doing one thing that was going to be cool to doing another thing that's going to be even better because I get to see my family and then like a bunch of my friends are in Tulsa and I know a bunch of people in Oklahoma City hate Tulsa and go fuck yourself. I don't care.
You can make
but
it cool.
Yeah, you can make it. Yeah, you can make it cool. But what's funny is like the whole like hating Thanksgiving or we don't really need it. My family, and like, Thanksgiving, there's a fuckload of food. Christmas, there's a fuckload of food. Mm-hmm. So all Thanksgiving is Christmas without fucking gifts.
It is.
It's shitty. Get it out. I'm done with it. I'm over it.
It is Christmas without gifts.
Yeah, we're not thankful for anything anymore. Who are we kidding? It's fine.
We're eating at noon. We're watching a football game. Hey, guess what? They've been playing fucking football games for a while now, guys.
So long.
There's a parade. All those floats are patched up. That's no one gives a shit.
Mm-hmm. No. And the football thing, it's like, no, my uncle and my grandpa sit down and watch football. You know what I do? I wait to leave. Mm-hmm. I sit on the couch and I look at my phone and I'm like, when is the earliest I can leave?
So I got here at noon. I ate at 12:30. It's now 1:30. I could probably leave at 2:30 and it's okay.
Yeah.
Then you start going backwards. You're like, well, okay, so when did I exactly finish eating?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I finished eating at 12:40.
Oh, cousin Susie, she got here after me and she just left. So that means I can go because she was shitty and they'll be talking about that and they won't even think about talking about me.
Yeah. Or you do the old sneak out like, oh yeah, I got to go too. Got to go to the other one.
Did you ever do the one where you get with a family like a cousin or something like, hey, are you getting out of here? All right, let's leave together and they'll be like, you have to go somewhere. And like, but I have to go. I forgot that I have to go do something. Let's just do that. We'll leave at the same time. That way they can't get both of us. Okay, let's go.
Dude, you're doing like third base coach sign language. Like you, me, out, joint, parking lot, go home, sleep.
Yeah. Maybe go get a drink at the bar down the street.
Leftovers, get the foil out. That's Thanksgiving.
What were you going to tack onto his thing?
Oh, I was just going to say like something happy. I'm thankful for you guys.
Oh my God.
Just bringing it back around.
I'm thankful for you, listener, for listening to Boys Podcast.
Yeah. In this divisive episode.
This was a lot.
I have a feeling
welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
I have a feeling we're going to be sending out a lot of stickies.
It was a test and you passed.
Did I pass?
Yeah. I think you passed.
I think you did too.
You're passable.
Wow. Is that okay?
I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
It kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier.
The video.
All right. See you guys next week.
Bye.